This is one of the more interesting scenarios within Second Front because it introduces the player to a lot of new weapon systems, mechanics, and challenges. Overall, the players need to execute a complicated military maneuver, which is crossing the water. So, this little stream right here, they have no artillery and really no way to conceal themselves. So, they need to overwhelm the enemy with superior firepower and drive them out of their defensive positions. Throughout this video, I'm going to explain the tactics I'll be using to execute this operation, as well as some of the game mechanics. I'll introduce you to new strategies, new ideas, and overall, I hope you enjoy this video. The scenario is called The Ford, and if you enjoy military strategy, tactics, and doctrine, make sure you subscribe and leave a comment if you've enjoyed this video. Also, check out that community tab for after video discussions. I left a beautiful little poem over there for you, and let me know what you think of it. So without further ado, let's dive in. So the first thing we need to know is we need to see where the Russians are currently located. As you see, they're really in a heavily fortified position. All the squads are within these trees. They have line of sight, and they have a machine gun basically aiming right down on me. So these two positions right here are just going to exchange fire initially. And as you see, we have a 20% chance to break that. So what's that, a 1 in 5? And then we have some vehicles that we need to execute to move across this water. You also note that there's little platoons over here. These vehicles cannot traverse the water, but we'll move them up, try and get them in position because we don't want these tanks to execute this crossing alone. And we don't want to rush them across the water just in case we break some of these units. We don't want our infantry to be pretty far behind. So that's all the ideas that I'm currently thinking of. This is one of our more important units, this Panzer II or PFW2 with a flamethrower. We're primarily going to be using this to either completely KIA units or squads or just to harass them a little bit. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to move our lightly armored vehicles into position. And we're going to make sure that they are still running. And we're going to move. And overall, we're just going to attempt to rotate our gun turret, and I really want to suppress that MG when I get a chance. Overall, for a 4% break and a 3% chance to break them, I'm not going to engage them quite yet. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to position this unit right up here. Once that 10-4 is in, we're going to adjust our turret. Actually, he's facing that unit for a 13% chance to break. I'm going to leave him there. That's 1 out of 10, or yeah, 1 out of 10. That's really good. This unit's mainly just going to sit in this position and ensure that these two units just don't get out of control. We're going to bring our flamethrower tank up last, and we're going to move this Panzer III into position. He's going to stop just short and right about there. I think that's perfectly fine for him to currently go. And he can engage that turret as well. For a 25% chance and a 1% chance of malfunction, I'll definitely take that. We'll see if we can immediately break that MG. So I think right now, the first thing I'm going to do is bring this flamethrower tank up next. And he's just going to stop. Actually, he's going to go as far as he can. I think that's perfectly okay. And this vehicle is going to push forward as well. All right, so we have our basic armored movement going on. We have good little line of sight. We know we're going to engage that MG first. That's going to allow us to get our infantry into position. If we check quick little lines of sight, we can see that these tree lines are going to be harassed, so these units are more than likely going to crawl in this position so they maintain their concealment bonus. The next thing we're going to do is we're just going to move this unit just a little bit further up, and we're going to dismount. Honestly, there's really no reason for that. This is also an MG. So we're going to grab these guys, and we aren't going to crawl. I believe they're fairly concealed in this position. They can get harassed by that unit over there, but that's quite a bit of ways away. This unit's going to move forward as well, and he's just going to dismount too. I think that's perfectly fine. One, these units can't cross into the river, so this is like 2 hexes of distance. I'm not overly concerned about. That unit's going to walk. And we're going to move into this position and provide some concealment right there. We'll crawl next turn. With that crawl, we should have decent line of sight to harass them if they stay in that position. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to begin laying down some fire. So we're going to take our 1 in 5 chance right now. And we're going to get a solid miss. There isn't much we can do about that. We'll take this 25% HE aimed, fire on infantry only. So let's do that. We got a gun reload, so And overall, they're not breaking. There's not much we can do about that. We're attempting to break them. We got a 28% chance here. This is the commander. Overall, I'll take a commander break over anything else. All right, one platoon's broken. That's absolutely fantastic for us. 3% chance, 3%, 1%. We're not going to take anything. For a 4% gun malfunction, it's not really worth it. 2, 2, and 1% to pin, not worth it. This unit's perfectly fine where he's at. We could get a 3% right there. I am going to grab our one platoon out of here. He's going to crawl. We're going to split these guys up just like that. And there's no reason to engage that unit at this moment in time. And let's see what we get right here. 13% chance. I'll take that. All right, so we have 2 squads immediately broken. No real reason to re-engage, especially for a 4% break, unless we were trying to. 22% chance. This guy's really strong right here, this MG, and he's going to be a pain in our butt if we don't get him broken. And we already decided that wasn't worth it. Everyone's moved. I think we've made all the decisions we wanted to make. We made all the turns we wanted to turn. These 2 units are going to fall back. More than likely, these platoons up here or these squads are going to move forward, and they're going to engage us. As you see that the enemy's a bit more protracted than we are, tired. They have less ammo. They're more stressed. We're going to take that MG hit. Overall, not too concerned with what's happening right now. Our armor's going to push forward. We're going to take that break. Oh, so they're all broken, all routed. We still have this machine gun. That's going to be our main cause of concern. We do have a fire phase where we can engage it again. So for advance, we're going to advance forward. I'm going to click off the car. It shouldn't auto-select the vehicles because there's no reason to. We're not going to move into the open. We're not going to stack units right there. These units, we're going to advance forward regardless. This is really dangerous, but I'm hoping to break this unit next time. But if anything, he's more than likely going to take that machine gun shot. And that might have been a mistake because it goes into their move fire next now that I'm thinking about it. So that more than likely. So someone rallied almost immediately back here. That always sucks on that immediate rally. So they're going to push right back up into the trees. But it's only turn 2. We have 10 turns to complete this. Right. Oh, a 2-star. We want to get rid of that guy. And he got the gun reload. And we got the broke. That was a great. And a weekend. That was a major mistake by them. That was a good play by us. That sucks. All right, fire phase. Now we can begin checking things out. All right, no reason to engage them unless we have a good little chance of KIA. 1, 1, 2, 2, 7, 3, 25, 25. Which one's our flamethrower? Where's our flamethrower at? That's our flamethrower. 1. Okay. So we really we can either try and break him again for a 28% chance, or we can really fire on this MG. Let's roll the dice with our MG. Nothing. He stands. There's a concealment right there. Not really worth it. 4% chance on that. Not really worth it. 1%. Concealed. 6, 3, 3. None of those are really worth taking that risk for. So our main assault, like our front line right here, is these 2 guys. So we can either choose to try and break this 72% aiming. We can choose to try and break this MG, or we can try and break. Oh, we'd have to rotate turret. So let's do this. Let's take the 28. Gonna miss. Let's take the 21. Gonna miss. Let's take the 25. All right, let's rotate the turret. That unit's broken. Let's take the 28. Let's take that reload. Let's take the machine gun. All right, that unit's still problematic. It's going to hopefully not cause us too much trouble. We have lots of breaks. We have a really good turn right now, and of course they're all going to stack. So one of these 2 units next turn is going to get rallied. They're going to move in. AI loves that position. One, it allows them to fire on our machine gun. Failed rally. Okay. All right. Doesn't matter. We need to move. Always need to keep moving. This unit's in a good little position. 14. What can you do from your position? 54. I'll take that 54 any day. 32. All right, so we have a lot of decisions right here. 28, 25, 28, 1. If we open up this turret, nothing. Close. Okay. That's really, really good for us, right? So we take this 54 right here. We know that's going to break like a flip of a coin. What can our MGs do currently? 3, 18. Do we lose that concealed effect for anything? Not really. We could crawl, get our MG. Let's actually split this commander up. This is what we're going to do. Commander's going to crawl, split off that MG. That's fine. We don't really care that much about that. This commander right here is going to crawl, give us a bonus. We want these bonuses. And we're going to try and break these guys again. So where's our 54? Where's our 54? This is our 54. For a 4%, 62%, 62% chance to half squat it. We're not going to take it. 33% chance. All right. There we go. So now what do? We need to confirm if this tank has line of sight. We can rotate this. We're going to rotate all our turrets to face that unit right there. He doesn't have line of sight. He doesn't have line of sight. So this tank's the only unit that we can rotate. Or we can engage that unit right there, that platoon, or that squad. So we have a 25, and if we rotate turret, more than likely a 25. So what danger does this unit pose to us? That's what we need to confirm. All right, so obviously he really shuts down a lot of our movement in his current position. This unit does not shut down our movement. So I would prioritize this unit over here on this left-hand side. If we can break him on that 25% roll, if it is a 25%, then this opens up and it allows us to begin moving our infantry across. Either way, we're going to take that infantry move because he only has one opportunity fire. So we're still going to try and get the rotate on it. Take the 25. Doesn't matter. He's already... What has this unit done? Can he... So for a 13% chance, do we ever take that for a 1% break? Or do we move forward 1? Does moving forward even mean anything? 1%. Rotate 7. For a 4, not even worth it. It's not worth it, right? So then we need to bait opportunity fire. So who do we bait for opportunity fire? It's this squad right here. So he's going to crawl forward 1. Okay. Cool stuff. I don't really want you to run. Not sure why he's not engaging. Never my favorite when things happen like that. All right. We'll take that. We'll take that any day of the week. 24% chance to half squad. Let's do it. They stand. Really risky, not worth it. Okay, so what do we got? We got everyone broken. So next turn, we push all our advantage. This squad's weakened. We have 1 commander back there. We have 1 platoon right here. We have 1 broken right there. So we're going to start moving our infantry across. This unit is now joining the fray with us. All right. We have 8 turns to go. And we begin. Any targets? 5, worth it? 8, not worth it. Nothing's worth it for that 4% chance to break. All right, everyone scatters. Opens up all our lines of sight. We need to bait the opportunity fire right there. Where are these units going to move? With that advanced phase, it's us. All right. We're going to split these squads. You go there. Squads are splitting. All right. I want to put a commander of one of these squads. I think this machine gun's really good, but we don't really need... This is a silver star. What's the difference between... I don't remember the difference between a silver and a gold, but I think it's mainly the ability to... You're going to stay. You guys are going to go. I want this commander. The gold star. The gold star is actually better, honestly, than the silver star. I don't remember which one's better. Advance. All right. 8 more turns. Rallied in the back. Broken. It's still like this water really slows a lot of our movements down. So these tanks, they're going to be on shore here in a few moments. That's fine. That's fine. They're going to be pushing forward. Obviously, these units are trying to cut down this line of sight as we like get up on the water. Do we take the 28%? Like, we compare these line of sight, right? This is like the priority up here on this top left, in my opinion. So we take the 25. He breaks. We rotate gun turret. We take the 25. He breaks. No reason to roll. 32% chance for half squad. 1% chance to break. We'll take it. Fire all. Alright. We're going to keep our turret aimed that way because that's the rally phase. I believe it goes into their escape phase, so they're either going to run or route. And then it goes into, I believe, their turn. 15% chance to half squad. Not worth it. 1%. Alright, nothing's really worth it right there. Alright. Once we get through this water, we'll be much better. They're going to keep rotating back to their commanders. He moves into that former position. We continue to move forward. Failed rally. All right. I mean, we're damaging him. Like, we're forcing him to move. Lots of 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rallies right there. That's really good for them. All right, our move fire. Regardless. All right, so this is our main. Right? He's really shutting everything down. So where's our flamethrower tank? Probably right here. All right. Is this worth the risk? Yes. We're going to take it. We're going to take that 47% chance to flame him. All right. That was worth it. Everyone's broke. What's this line of sight over here on this right-hand side? All right, we're free to move up as far as we want. Right, and this is why we have our infantry with us right now. So this unit's going to move all the way up here. We need to make sure we don't crowd our lanes. That's the number one thing we want to make sure of right now. We have a very good like base of fire setup. We have a very good, basically everything in my opinion is good to go. So I just want to make sure everyone feels harassed right now. What's line of sight look right here? All right. This unit moves all the way up 1. This unit moves, can't move that far, stops 2. My concern is an advance onto this tank and we lose a valuable weapon system. We need these commanders now. It's time. MG's time to go too. So what we're going to do, we're going to grab this commander. Move there. That MG is going to stay for a moment longer. Move there. That unit's going to stay once more. All right, and this is why we started moving our infantry early. Like, we're at 7 points right now. I mean, even with all the breaks, it feels like we're behind. No real reason. We're going to adjust. No real reason to turn the turret, right? We're going to close the hatches, though. Right now, hatches are closed. Number one, I don't want them to assault into our position, and we're going to lose. I don't want to lose our vehicles. Right, that's completely pointless to risk it like that. LMG is going to maintain its base of fire, and I'm just to demonstrate that these vehicles can't cross the river, I'm going to show you. Alright, only one vehicle can let one person can do anything. They're all going to fall back to the commander, and we're just going to shut that 2-star down next turn. Should get one good little rally over there, maybe a rally right here, and maybe a rally right there. So they could get 3 rallies total. Advanced phase. Gotta keep moving. This is war, guys. Alright, why? You can either go forward or backward. You go forward. You go forward. I'm not sure why you guys can't go forward. You go forward. You maintain that base. This keeps everyone in check, right? AI moves in here, we engage. AI moves over here, we engage. Good little base. That's good. Right, this ticks away. No real big deal. 1, 2, 3 rallies like we were predicting. These guys endlessly come to life. No half squads, like a bunch of little zombies. They continue to fall back, set up their little defense. This guy's going to move forward, obviously. They're never going to move into that line of sight. At least they did. We're going to flame those guys with our flame on. And we're just going to keep punishing them. Fire phase. I think they're all out of fire range. No real reason to do anything. All right. So, what do? Recovery. They move into position. One, they're going to assault us on their move fire, and then they're going to fall back. They get a rally. I think all their squads are up but one. That sucks. Like, it takes so long to get across, even though we've, like, completely shattered this line. So what do? Alright. Obviously, this unit moves forward right here and harasses these 3 squads. He moves up. He opens his hatch. Takes the 50. That's so lame. That's our main, like... Jesus. So lame. For an 8% chance, we actually rolled that. Alright. Whatever. No big deal. 3%. We're just going to force them, right? We're going to force them into any engagement that we want now. It's so crazy to me that, like, we've... Oh, the engine's running. Engine off. Rotate the gun. Did I open? 25. No reload either. We're in pens now. We're going to take that 4%, I guess. 4 or 7. We'll take the machine gun. Hatch is open. Not worth it. Miss. We know that's a miss. 7. We're just going to walk right up to this guy. Right like that. Not worth it. Walk. Pinned. He was already pinned, so I don't know why he's pinned again. You're going to crawl. 1%, 4%, not worth it. We're going to get this vehicle across. So what do we have to be concerned about? For a 30% chance to break, we need to take it. And of course, he's pinned. So now the dice just aren't on our side right now. That's just all we can say. Because, I mean, that's just what it is. Right, we've lost basically everything. So we lost our main, offensive firepower right here, which is currently sucks. Their units have rallied several times. We've also broken these units several times. Let's start harassing these guys over here. Open the hatch. Does that improve anything? Not really. Three chance over a 28% chance to break. Doesn't break. Can't do anything about that. So we're in their perimeter. Basically, they've rallied every turn just due to the amount of commanders they have. Our infantry are really slowly getting across this river. I mean, they were basically with us in the main assault. We can't really argue that we made a mistake right there. I don't think we've made a lot of mistakes. I mean, maybe this flamethrower breaking was too risky, but I don't really see, like, he falls back, he retreats, and it's just like playing the same turn over and over and over again. These units move. This unit moves up. Everyone just continues to move. Once we're across, it's really going to open up. The issue just becomes, we're going to drop hatches. Drop hatches. Is that hatch open or close? Close your hatch. Okay, don't do anything that I'm asking you to do. Close your hatch. Yours can be open. All right, pinned, he can't move regardless, so it doesn't really matter. These two units are actually pinned as well, so these hatches don't need to be dropped. This unit would have to move and then advance, so not overly concerned. Honestly, it's going in their turn, right? So they're going to move fire, so they'll fire, and then they'll go into our fire phase, and then they assault. Right, they move fire, so they're all going to fall back. This unit's basically going to completely stop us, and now we start getting pinned, which is really unfortunate. That unit moves. That unit takes fire. These two units are still going to be harassing us. Now it's our fire phase. So do we take a 13 for 4? 58. Open the hatch. 13%. I mean, there's really no reason not to engage that, right? There's never a reason not to engage that. We take the broken and the weaken. Not going to worry about it. We rotate turret. Take a 33. KIA. Outstanding. Finally getting some numbers on the board. We're in the fire phase. We'll take this 29. Stands. We'll take this 54. Breaks. Is there ever an instance where we rotate this turret, right, and we take the 2% for a half squad? No, there isn't. There's never an instance for that. All right, so we move forward. I'll be right back, guys. And these guys are assaulting this tank. We'll deal with that here in a moment. All right, guys, we're back. Even though this is a video, like, it doesn't really matter. All right, not live. So what do we got going on? We got a close assault going. It's our move fire phase. Our hatch is currently closed. So what are we going to do? One, we're going to continue to harass these people in this town. That's the only thing we can do. We're going to take the broken. We're going to take the critical. The next thing we're going to do is all our platoons are going to move next. The question we need to ask ourselves is, do we need 2 tanks back here? We have a bit of a traffic jam, so this tank does need to move. So we take the move all the way to this position, is what we do. This vehicle provides fire. Actually, is there any chance we can't engage them? So we got to wait for that to resolve. Either way, we need to stop like everything going on here. So let's see what can we do with our infantry. What's the line of sight look like right here? So this whole road and these trees. So what do? Obviously, we need to start getting people into position. You need to rotate your turret towards this direction. You need to lay into them for that 36% chance. And you very clearly need to miss every shot that you take. Honestly, that's the only thing I would expect. You guys, this tree's free to move to, so that's where you're going to move. This platoon's going to move just short and assault into that position. There's no reason to not assault into that position. Now it's time for everyone to get into play. Right? They're going to run. That's going to maintain our base of fire. You're going to harass them. And we've created a hero over here at some point. Interesting. Not a super fan of the hero, if you know me. What happens here? So we have one pin. We would instantly we would be destroyed, right? We have one hero, we have one leader, which is pinned, and we have one squad. So 2, 3, we could do this assault. Not worth it. And we could actually move that unit up there to shut down its advance, honestly. Can we? We're actually going to assault that platoon in there, and we're just going to have a regular old disco party. So let's do this. You go there. And you go there. You come up here. And everyone's moved. There's nothing more we can do to suppress that unit right there, which is unfortunate. We're going to crawl into that position or on our assault, and we're going to attempt to traverse some of this terrain. How many platoons do we have right here? 2. Is there ever an instance where we just roll the dice? No. We're almost there at 50 points. We can just hammer away at these guys. 52% chance KIA. Do we take that 52% chance? Yes. All right. So, what do we do with this tank next turn? This tank very clearly is going to push forward 1 turn, trying to push those units out. This tank's going to stay in its current position. And this unit is going to be a hero. Like, we could take this, right? We could take this ambush, and we could work to secure. But then they're going to assault us, and then do we take it? Do we take it? No. We're going to try and destroy them. We don't take it. This is at 5. It's perfectly fine. I don't see these units are basically cornered. That unit's going to attack. Let's roll. Fire phase. They're going to engage that unit. Outstanding. He stands. They're going to fall back. That's perfect. Both of them are routed. We don't want them coming alive. Advance phase. We take this advance. We take this advance. We take that. You go there. You advance there. You advance there. This is their move fire, which is unfortunate. So if they really hit us, we're going to have a bad time. But I'll take that break, I guess. Not super excited about it. We may lose a commander in a platoon, but we're going to hammer the crap out of them here in a moment. KIA, outstanding. Rallied over there. Their turn, right? So they're obviously either going to move from this position, engage these units, which what I would do, right? They stand. We get a free move into that position. They assault. We hammer them. And this is basically ours now. So one, we could either, right, take the 25, take all, get the pen, not really worth it. Get the broken and weaken. Take the 37% chance. Get the reload for the KIA. He stands. Doesn't matter. No real line of sight. No line of sight. We rotate turret. Do we take that 11 chance for the 1% to break the gun? Or do we risk the hero, which is always a chance? You rotate gun turret. 2% chance. What do you do? 18. We take the 18. All right. Lots of fire raining down on that position. Okay. Fire phase is over. Goes into their advanced phase. Good thing we got them broken. 1 platoon left. Doesn't really matter. This is our main prerogative, right? This is what we need to deal with. He routes. He crawls. Doesn't matter. Turn 6, they rally, outstanding. We wouldn't expect anything less right there, right, guys? You're playing with me. So we grab these two guys. They crawl. We get those 40 points. It's just never a reason to not engage this guy. Right? $25. Why are you even there? 64. I don't think we're ever gonna get like better line of sight on this position. Honestly, I'd rather you go there. We gotta avoid a traffic jam. That's all we're trying to do is avoid this traffic jam that we're making. Oh, we dropped an MG right there. They miss. So he still has one more fire. I want to stack this position once more. Right. So what's going to happen? It's going to go into their assault phase. We're just going to continue to apply pressure on them. They're either going to... Oh, it's our advanced phase. We'll take that move. These units are going to stay. I believe that's the end of the turn. It doesn't need to go through their turn. We win. And that's it, guys. Show scores 40 points. I think that's really good. Yeah, 40 is really good in my opinion. Peace. Like, comment, subscribe.